Are you still planning to phase out FEMA?
Well, FEMA is something we can talk about later. But right now they're busy working, so we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I feel like that doesn't look good for your argument. They're busy working. Why? Because America is often racked by natural disasters and desperately needs the help and coordination and funding, the aid that FEMA provides. It's so crucial that you, who very much is not working right now, you're standing on a tarmac, you can't even answer a question because of how crucial the work they're doing is. And he says, and this goes right back to what we were saying, JR, let's talk about that later. Well, why? Well, because it would look really bad if I said I was gonna cut it now, wouldn't it? Ugh. But let's talk about it later when people aren't thinking about the flooding, okay? Well, the joke's on him because it's not like we can go a long time in America without something happening that FEMA's needed for. But the important thing is they're gonna do it anyway. So they've defunded the thing that gives you the warning. And now they're defunding the thing that comes in to clean up the mess that they contributed to. And so in the future, you're not gonna know that the flooding is coming and your kids are gonna be swept away. And then when you need to rebuild your community, I hope Texas is feeling generous at that moment. Hasn't been the case traditionally, but maybe for your particular crisis. And we won't have FEMA, and we won't have NOAA, and we won't have the National Weather Service, and we won't have all of these things that not even like an awesome government or country, but just like a bare bones country in 2025 should have. But America just can't afford it anymore. JR, final thoughts.
Yeah, it's weird how FEMA is something that he wants to talk about later. But before all this, FEMA was something he was very open to talking about consistently, about how he wants to destroy it, how he wants to get rid of it, how we're gonna eliminate it. We're on a time schedule to eliminate it as soon as this hurricane season is over. But in the meantime, we're gonna kneecap it so that it's not even really that effective during this hurricane season. You know why? Because it's just too expensive. You know, there's all this bureaucracy and red tape and people that are dishonestly skimming money off the top that we're completely making up. And it was proven that we're making that up. And then he's saving people of North Carolina, despite the fact that people of North Carolina told you in that last storm before that he wasn't saving them. And those lies about what it is that the Biden administration was doing during those storms, that you were gonna change completely because what we need is no one at FEMA. Isn't it weird how that works? But it's too expensive and we're gonna continue to dismantle and destroy it. That's his plan. And then for you to maybe donate to a GoFundMe, and that's gonna save people's lives. That's their approach, because again, they don't care about these people that voted for him. They definitely don't care about the people that didn't. And as a matter of fact, they want you to die. Have we gotten that clear yet in this part of this whole story today? They want you to die. That's their plan. And if something happens to them, it's the biggest scandal and travesty and murderous spree that you'll ever see. A rich person dies. Poor people, normal people, middle class people die. And it's, I need to go golfing.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, ask me about it, as Ray Druck points out. Ask me about it in 2 weeks, if you can remember. If it hasn't been swept away by a dozen other crazy stories.
John, do you remember the Minnesota lawmakers that were killed 2 weeks ago? No one talks about that anymore.
I know. Oh yeah, no, we made the point when we talked about the funeral. Yeah, 100%. Just don't worry about it for right now. Some other chaos will come in the next day or two, and it'll distract you, and that'll be really nice for everyone.